It's me! I'm here! I'm here with a very loud bird and an open window because I need a cross breeze because it's hot. Hi! Hey. It's Against the Storm Day. This is gonna suck. So we're aware. Haunted Forest is basically nothing though. Dangerous and Forbidden Glade warnings are disabled. The real danger is that you might open a Forbidden Glade when you think it's a dangerous one, and that could be bad. What I really do hate, however, right now is the marshlands, because like the only real benefit to the marshlands is that you have the giant resource nodes that are amazing, but you have to get into a Forbidden Glade, and Forbidden Glade warnings are disabled. Oh yeah, and also there's a corrosive torrent where resources aren't refunded after destroying a building. Normally, not a big deal, but like, I have a tendency to blow up camps to get parts back, and unfortunately I also have a tendency to hold the button that skips the warning that you will gain X number of parts back if you tear this down. Pop up. And to give you an idea of how unconscious a habit that is, I don't remember what the hotkey is to bypass that, which is how much I've done that. So yeah, that's fun. This is gonna be interesting. Gonna be very interesting. We're gonna start with a bunch of foxes. We start with 20 crystallized dew, so that's actually pretty nice. We'll be able to get a bunch of fox houses down fast. Because it's the marshlands, I feel like, yeah, I definitely need to start with a gathering camp, and foragers probably the play. Though maybe not. It's just wheat for the most part. Maybe trapper's camp is a smarter idea. Probably is. I guess we go with that. We go with that and something worth one. Rerolls? Rerolls are not bad when there are only one. It does mean I could reroll heavily to look for a wood-cutting cornerstone, because the marshlands, you only get a little bit of wood. You're very heavily incentivized to make a mine to get some coal in the marshlands. But mines, that's crazy talk. I don't do that. Anyway, we're going with the foxes here because they have a bunch of really good starting stuff. And that's the reason. We're gonna have a bunch of porridge, we're gonna have a lot of early food, we're gonna have some bricks, which we could be, in fact, locked out of if we're unlucky, so all that seems great. Plus, it gives me a higher chance of rolling maybe lizards for the trapper's camp, and God knows what else. Basically, I just don't want to have to deal with harpies in a map where the trees don't drop anything to make cloth out of. In fact, the only way to make cloth is by getting algae, and that can take a while if you don't have everybody on a fisher's hut. It's a big old pain in the butt, and it's on Prestige 10, where traders are a lot worse, so this is gonna be kind of miserable. I'm gonna have to get a little lucky. Well, that's not true. I'm going to just have an unfun time for a while. +3 to mushroom productions is kinda cracked, though. We're going to get an absolute truckload of mushrooms just from woodcutting during the drizzle, which is great. Like, that's actually super great. Okay. That helps. Off-road speed's massively decreased. That's really bad for woodcutting during the storm. Acid rain, you waste a bunch of materials on producing building materials. Not great, also. Really, really do not like that. Insatiable hunger, people consume twice the amount of food. Hopefully I get more food than I know what to do with. And blood flowers spawn. Hopefully, again, I get more food than I know what to do with. And that won't be too big a problem. Oh, hey! Right, they have overgrown algae stones on the marshlands. There are ways to get algae without the misery of a fishing hut and the very, very long time in between putting people to work and then getting stuff out of it. Which is my big problem with fishing. I don't like it, because it takes too long. I need the stuff now. Give me all the things right now. Just give me the cookie. I don't care if I get 2 cookies in 5 minutes. Is Clay Pit secretly amazing? If I had clearance water, it would be pretty spectacular. I'll never have to worry about running out of brick-making material. I could get reeds when I run out of algae, and the resin can turn into coats, which means I won't have to have any need for dyes, and it turns into a lot of other stuff. It's very good. Cannot deny that is very good. Sorry, I just had to mention I'm streaming to someone. Unfortunately, it's worthless if I don't have clearance water. But I do love it because, like, infinity stuff. And if I get a ranch, like, you can feed most reeds to most of the animals, and that could mean a steady supply of food, too. It is a fertile soil building. God, this is such a bad pick. Oh, I love fertile soil buildings, but there's almost no fertile soil on the marshlands. It's dumb. I have to not be dumb. I guess it's cookhouse then. We can use literally all of it. The porridge would be especially good for the foxes. We'll need water for that, which means going up here quickly. Which isn't the worst, I guess. Certainly not a bad long-term pick, no matter how you slice it. I guess it's fine. Granary for 2-star fabric and 2-star pickled goods is excellent. Kinda just feels like that's the end of the argument there. Something to be said for cooperage to get coats, but I think we're good. Artisan Beanery, Smokehouse, and Smelter. You can tell where my eyes immediately went, given the order in which I said those things. It's a good question. Beanery would be an insta-pick if I hadn't picked up the cookhouse. The 3-star forage and the ability to make crystallized dew is amazing. I need some way of making crystallized dew with the foxes. That is kind of non-negotiable. Artisan's certainly not bad. Smelter's also not bad. Smokehouse is also not bad. It might be Smokehouse just because I am very worried about keeping the harpies around. And I can very easily turn meat into jerky. Although not that easily, given that it takes fuel, and fuel is famously scarce on this map, and there's no salt. Did I mention I hate the marshlands? I really hate the marshlands. Can't make coats without dye or resin, and we have access to neither of those, so Artisan wouldn't get any use. Smokehouse? There's also an argument to get Beanery just to make sure I have crystallized dew access. Yeah. If the granary hadn't been so incredibly good for this group, I would have picked the brickyard just for the crystallized dew access. I think this is Smokehouse. I'm not sure why it's Smokehouse. Well, it's because it's to keep the harpies happy. That's all. Alright. Not amazing. I definitely could have rolled higher on what we got. But if there's a consolation, it is that we, at the very least, should pull these guys until we have enough wood. At the very least, I know who all three of my races are, so I can guilt-free get absolutely gather anything I want. Warehouse people will be dragging wood from the woodcutting camps. And once we get enough of that, we'll just have them go to the other camps that we need, and that'll all be lovely. Greenery needs to go up fairly quickly. Gonna need to build a workstation no matter what. So I guess we get that rolling. Alright, give me something good. Eh? Bed and breakfast is takeable. Biscuitite would be more takeable if I had a surplus of beavers, but I do not. Lost in the Woods is kind of detrimental given the food scarcity we're gonna have. Firekeeper armor is never bad. Definitely makes the blight way less of a concern, but it's not P11, so I'm not that concerned. I think this is just bed and breakfast. Free money is free money. I do like free money. We'll throw down a couple of initial shelters, because we need it. Do I open these yet? Probably not. I don't have any wood at all. I need to be able to comfortably upgrade the hearth fully before I pop those, I think. Well, not fully, but enough. We are definitely getting a lot of mushrooms from woodcutting. Looks great. Man, that's really good. You are done. Okay, let's build the granary then. I should probably just set this to build more planks because we're going to need it. Only thing we have is algae, so we make cloth out of that. Keep a bunch of it around. Smokehouse has to exist at some point as well to turn all this meat into better stoof. So probably best if I set that up to happen right away. Then I'll need to get harpy houses down. Need to get a park down somewhere. You're not actually doing anything right now, so move out of the way. We're gonna build a nice pretty park. We also have like enough people to upgrade it to level 2. I probably can't afford to do that right now though. That takes a lot of planks I don't have. How we doing, Singular Builder? Oh, building the thing I prioritized, are you? Yes, yes, I see. That's a... What a good idea you just had. We should be able to pop these now. TikTok's not bad. Rain protection, like, finishes itself, which is awfully tempting. I do love TikTok. That doubles the amount of copper ore we get from mines, but like, I need crystallized dew, and if I have crystallized dew, I have metal, so steel drills are not as enticing. I guess it's just rain protection then. I'll get some much needed parts and it'll happen all by itself. Seems good. Blue metal or fill the engines. Both pretty strong picks. Not gonna lie, I think this is fill the engines because we have no way of getting crystallized dew apart from our initial batch, and I would need to use that all in housing. And fill the engines will happen by itself for the most part. Hurried expedition, oh gosh. With an apothecary and 5 parts, gosh. Gosh jeeper golly, mister. That sure is real frickin' tempting. Basically requires me to break into this glade immediately. And do this immediately, no matter what it is. Which is dangerous. It's dangerous and a somewhat poor, risky idea. Funny how that doesn't stop me. But hey, I've got foxes. They'll make all the events go faster. And that'll just save me. It'll make everything fine. This'll be fine. I should probably pull some people from the Stonecutter camp also. We don't have a lot of need for bricks at the moment. Very little, in fact. But I do need the cloth. It's all sorts of things right now. Alright, what do we get? Hidden Trader Cemetery. There's no way I'm getting 30 amber and 15 packs of provisions in time. None at all. So I guess this is burn it down with a truckload of my initial coal. 5 tablets is a lot, though, and the reinforced saw blades is going to help a truckload with my plank production, so that's pretty great. Slight issue, we're going to have massive hostility problems. So that's bad. Oh well. At the very least, it'll only take 1 trip from the warehouse to the thing, and they'll get right on it. Which will make things go substantially faster. Oh, hey, look! Fertile ground in the first glade I opened. Sure glad I avoided getting fertile ground buildings and opted for gathering camps because I was trying to play to the Marshland strength. That's cool. That's cool and good. Smart. I'm glad I'm so good and smart and play very well at the game. Oh well. At least Hurried Expedition is guaranteed to be done, so that's good. Well, I guess guaranteed is in fairly large quotes. Could very well end up being where, like, I gotta stop this lest we be in massive trouble during the storm. I don't have any sea marrow to speed it up. And I don't believe there's any way of getting it. Supplier is great, by the way. I should gently point out that Supplier is kind of awesome. That gets us much needed better plank production. It opens up flour so we can make biscuits, and water skins means the leather from the trees can turn into containers we can use to make pickled goods. That's a shockingly good pickup. Boy, you gotta be a builder. I need the houses up before the storm hits, and we're just getting stacking hostility. It's gonna be miserable, and we're all going to be very upset. All these things and more will be happening very, very soon. Aren't you excited? Excited for the looming disaster that shall befall you, and it was all your fault. Oh, I love that for you. Actually, I don't. Yeah, I only need the 5 shelters. Then everybody be housed. That'll be good. Hopefully the 2 builders get to that soon-ish. Then we're probably gonna want to upgrade the hearth as soon as possible, because every +1 can matter. So let's do that. Gonna spend half the storm with increasing hostility. That's truly heinous. We can't get below 2? It's 180 from this frickin' event, my god. God, this is gonna be horrible. What the heck do I do? What the heck do I do? I mean, I guess we get all the people who are now doing nothing on gathering tasks. That's one obvious thing. Mining for coal. I mean, this is such a bad node. I need coal, not copper ore. Yeah, this is just gonna be miserable. I guess if there's a time I can handle a massive influx of impatience, it's now. So there's that. Please build the shelters, my 5 builders. It's quite imperative we all get a roof over our heads, because we're leaving, because everybody hates this. Oh god. Yeah, now they extra hate it. Oh, brother. I don't think we're gonna have a good time. It doesn't do much. Harpy in there does save me a lot of grief. Like, the Harpy's happy even just while I'm favoring species, which is kind of shocking. Once the shelter gets up, yeah, whatever. The beaver should be okay, and that'll be great until 15 more seconds pass. Well, 1 more minute passes. And we get 60 more hostility, and everybody's upset again. Yep. There's that. Knew that was happening soon. I don't think we have 40 seconds worth of fuel to burn on this either. We sure don't. Oh boy. That sure sucks. A whole lot. Can I do anything about it? No. The thing is no. Everything I could do about it is already being done, for the most part. Yeah. Yup. Sure is. Okay. We should only lose 2 more people, though. And hey, look, more people. Do I wait for the storm to end? I mean, I don't think I'll lose them immediately. And look how happy they arrive. They're like, hey, this place is great because we haven't been here very long. Yeah, exactly. I'm so glad you see it that way. Oh my god. Still losing somebody, of course, because why not? It's fair enough. Probably don't actually want to turn that in yet. Can't have any woodcutters right now either, apart from the one we have, so, you know, there's that. You keep making planks because they're desperately needed. Yeah, I guess this is just put everybody in the warehouse and build what we can. Alright. If we manage to get any salt from anywhere, I think we turn that into foods. I am somewhat tempted to force everybody to eat jerky, but I don't think I have the fuel income to make sure that's not cripplingly bad. So, you know, all that. All that's sure a thing. That, so that's easier access. At the very least, we are in the clear. Turn this in. Bam. You make the better jerky. Well, no, don't make the better jerky. You're going to go woodcut. Because now we can do that. Okay. 3 people on wood cuttings, what I need. You in the granary is not crazy. You 2 will be nearly done with that semi-soon. I could pull you and put you back on the hearth. That would certainly speed things up a lot. And you're already super happy, so, you know. It's perfect when you think about it a little. Rooty ground, huh? Given that I don't have any, fertile ground buildings, that sure does sound great. You're offering me a forger's camp, which also sounds pretty great. Not gonna lie. And greenhouse does not count as a planting and gathering. I could pick that up, and it would be pretty fantastic. The herbs could turn into porridge, and the mushrooms and herbs could turn into biscuits. The mushrooms can be pickled. And it ensures I have food forever as long as I get a drizzle geyser and I know where one is. Boy, that's good. We're gonna have, like, more mushrooms than we know what to do with, but, you know. I can certainly think of worse things to have happen. What's the best way to pack all this in here? I guess that. Don't build that until we have access to the drizzle geyser, and speaking of which, let's break into this glade. Soon as we can. I do want somebody making jerky, though. Is the thing. But who? I guess one of you is fine. Leaves us with one builder. Anyway, rooted ground for sure. Doubles our wood production. It's nutty good. Be very happy to see that. I have no way of making scrolls, so I don't know why I got the efficiency test cornerstone. That feels dumb. I could turn in aiding the flock right now. The +3 to Harpy happiness probably pays for itself, and I could throw them in the supplier and have them making planks, which I desperately need. Yeah? Seems good. Need for timber. Fell 50 trees. I mean, we're trying. Into the Wild's also a little tempting. But I think we can do that timed order as long as we get another woodcutter down to guarantee-ish that we'll get it. Okay, you guys go in there, you two be in the woodcutter. Less in the trapper's camp then. We need everybody woodcutting as fast as possible. Cool. What do we get? Suppliers here, and kind of funny. Tea house feels unnecessary. Tinkerer could be good. I still need a way to make crystallized dew, though. Still can't really make... Well, I can make coats with the apothecary. Good point, me. Forgot I grabbed that. That was the entire point of my doing that very difficult thing, was to have the apothecary. Funny how that slipped my mind. Very funny, haha. Good one, good one. Very good one. This is cut off, isn't it? It sure is. Oopsie doodles. There. It's 3 trees no matter what. 3 trees no matter what. Okay. Guys! Chop there! I made a mistake. It wasn't my fault. That doesn't make any sense. Shut up. Guards, execute him. You don't have guards or authority to execute people. Shut up. Again. No. Rude. Everyone in my town is so rude. Just a little offender who's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. You're threatening to execute us at any whim. You're a tyrant. Blah, 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 blah. I dub the complainers. Zelda is leaving, sorely tempted to sell the ancient tablets to her and pick up the foragers camp. fact, I think I will. That sounds great. It's all my money. Questioning if that's worth it now. Whatever. It's fine. I don't know what's in here. She'll be gone before the money's relevant, so whatever. Whatever, I say. God dang it, I hate you. Okay. Well, it's the merchant shipwreck. I sure do hate the hell out of that. Sure does feel like I'll be using my very precious and limited parts to clear this. As soon as we can. One of you be a builder. Oh, you're out of stuff to make fabric out of. That's fine. Be a builder. Rain protection is done. I think I'll sit on that to reduce impatience. We don't need the fabric or the parts or the coats immediately. Also, what the heck is this? It's a kiln. How interesting. It's a good brick building at the very least. Yeah, let's rebuild that. Also found a bunch of people. Feel like trading my eggs away for some money there. Yeah. Let's do that. You guys are gonna be done before the storm hits, right? Barely. Good. I wasn't worried at all. Alright. Not much happening. I think we could just fast forward a touch. Need for timber is done. That's great to see. Basically have to turn in because it's timed. I wait till I get a full impatience point. There we go. Nice. Oh right, I have a Zatane box. Scouts work faster on glade events. How immediately fortuitous. Why, thank you. That's incredibly helpful of you. Also, I should point out we didn't find any food gathering nodes. This is ridiculous. We found just rocks. We found an absolutely inordinate amount of rocks. Famously inedible rocks. I guess I should tell these guys to stop chopping trees now. Your talents are needed elsewhere. Specifically those places. Hearth is upgraded. That's looking pretty good. Trapper's camp ran out of meat. Oh dear. That's like all of it, huh? And I can't scrap it for parts. Speaking of things I need to decide on, I would love to re-roll these. I guess Tinker is like okay, just for the tool production, and that's kind of it. Like, I guess the tea house would be okay, but only just. Tinker opens up a lot of stuff that could be useful, except for it's just the tools and slightly better pottery. Cooperage opens up a lot of stuff too. But like, I don't see myself having much of a metal industry right now for barrels, and I'd have nothing to make. Well, I can make coats, but I would so much rather the clothier, like to an extreme degree. God, these suck. They all suck, and I hate them. Yeah, you just stay in there and keep turning our meat into better meat. How are we doing on bricks? We will need some. So we'll get somebody making them. Seems like a good idea. Do I want to turn wood into coal? It's certainly more efficient no matter how you slice it. Cannot deny that coal just burns better than wood. So having somebody in there and also making bricks is a good idea. So let's do that. This can actually be chopped safely, so please do make room for another Berber Hirsch. Fox houses are also needed. Queue those up. And we'll work on it. I'd be more tempted by the Ark if parts weren't dangerously precious this particular map. Stamping mills opens up copper bar production. It's not like I'm getting none. It'd also be far better brick production than the kiln. It's not the crystallized dew I desperately needed, but I guess it's okay. I guess. I guess. What's your deal, Sharmil? More beavers for better woodcutting sounds great. End of sentence. Cool. Surprisingly few open jobs, huh? I guess turning wood into coal is never bad. Certainly we will open up a bunch of jobs soon. We We can get to 1, but do I need to get to 1? Let's see. How we all feeling, gang? We're okay-ish. You two go in there for now. Make as many bricks as you can in the time we have. I sure do need more fox houses existing. Or a place I can stick them where they're happy, but I have none of these things. But then again, everyone else is so happy I could just favor them. So I guess we're fine. So that's good. It's all cleared out. Thank God. Y'all are doing that. Can't do that without the drizzle geyser. I guess I'm just fast forwarding. Wait a moment. I guess you're making dye for coats. Also, apparently we need to use meat primarily for this because our bugs may have to turn into dye. Actually, we should only have coal turn into dye because we should have, in theory, a lot of that. In theory. So yeah, anything edible, just use it. It's fine. Porridge exists now. That will be excellent. Keep 60 of those around, I guess. Are skewers in the cards? Not sustainably. No. Unfortunately. Biscuits can be in the cards, though. We just need to tell these lovely harpies that we want some flour, and that'll be that. And then we can shove a bunch of people in the cookhouse and get them making good stuff once the drizzle geyser exists. A lot hinges on that drizzle geyser. My bad. Do you need you actually making purging fire? Cause soon it will be a year divisible by 3 and we'll be in trouble. Guess that's that. It's a food production building. Those are almost always worth piping up. So I will. Plus I need to fill the engines anyway, so may as well do that. Still have no good way of making water skins, unfortunately, but oh well. How are we doing on impatience? I think once we get another full one, we'll turn in rain protection. Though I guess that depends on what orders I get next. And what I'm going to be doing this year. What am I going to be doing this year? I guess opening orders is a good way of finding that out. Open 2 dangerous glades one after another. 5 very precious parts and a bunch of pipes. Sounds nice. Let's do it. Religion or agriculture? Boy, I sure do wish agriculture was a thing. Religion's also not a thing, though. Neither of these are gonna happen. Like, I guess there's a very, very tiny chance agriculture happens. I can't make this, though. I mean, like, they're both bad. Why can't you give me good things instead of bad things? It's very rude. Woodcutter's song isn't the worst. It just tends to fool me into thinking my resolve is higher than it is when I pull Woodcutters for the storm. Trade logs is okay. Faster traders means more money given that I have bed and breakfast, which could be good enough to pick that up all by itself. Yeah, I like that. I do like free money. Beaver resolve, tempting. How are we doing on crystallized dew? We have enough for the buildings, so that's fine. I mean, beaver resolve ain't bad. We should open up the dangerous glades first, though, because we're about to do that. And that's gonna end up being a little bit squidgy. Squidgy? What is he even saying? I don't know, man. Guy's a bit of a weirdo sometimes. More all the time. Anyway. 2 dangerous glades in quick succession. Or secession. Let's do it. Interesting. Infinity insects sure would go real hard, huh? Also, apparently there's a really nice fox house in here, too. Go figure. This will mean I have to buy a bunch of tools. Or pipes. And he only has enough tools, which is going to be exceedingly expensive. Oof. Oof. Let's open up the other one and make sure it's not, like, a disaster. It's not a disaster. I am going to have to make building material packs really frickin' quick, though. Ooh, wait a minute. This gives me 20 pipes. Mayhap, there is an alternate way of getting around all this nonsense. 7 pipes, 15 tools solves both of these, right? 15 here? Yeah. Can I make it happen? Oof. 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 God, this is gonna hurt to click on. Alright. We did what we must. Alright. Somebody hit the ancient shrine, get that excavated before it kills people. You can pull off the stonecutter camp and get this done as quickly as possible so that we're all not incredibly upset. Because currently we are all incredibly upset. Everything sucks. No one eats pie, so furnace is kind of useless. Guildhouse hits education, which is fine. Tavern hits leisure and luxury, which is fine. They're all, like, fine. And that's kind of all they are. Tavern's a nice +3, which is a great place for people to hide out during the storm. It's only good for the beavers, though. Guildhouse is good for the beavers and the harpies. And scrolls are certainly in the cards, given that I have dye. Guildhouse eventually gets to +3, just takes a while, and I would need to get into trading. Which is not, like, insane, especially since I uncovered a supplier and can make fairly cheap packs of provisions. That alone might be worth it. I guess that alone might be worth it. Alright. I'm convinced. Alright. Back at it. How about you guys chop this section? I'm tempted to break into here just because it's so in the way. But it's really not needed, and I shouldn't do something so completely unneeded either. But how do you really feel, Chris? You're done in plenty of time, that's good. You're done in sort of plenty of time. My throat is going to be scratchy. So excuse me, I'm going to get a drink. Beverage I started stream with lasted all 5 minutes. You think I would have prepared for that, but clearly not. Blight rot, cysts, and high corruption. That's terrible. Alright. Got a few things done. No impatience to destroy though, so I guess we just don't. You're well prepared with plenty of fuel. Blight shouldn't be a problem at all. You guys are running out of trees. Go over here. Ooh. Also, I should, like, look at what we uncovered, because, oh yeah. Suddenly the trapper's camp is way better. Who can I put on it? Greenhouse people? Probably just you guys once that's all done. That seems smarter. Okay, good. That's all done. This is also finished, and now we have infinity insects. Just, you know, slowly. We feel very well prepared for the storm as well. So that's nice. That's nice. Let's get up to the magic number of 6 beavers, so that all of my woodcutters are maximally efficient. Huzzah. Seven. Are we out of dew officially now? Oh boy. But I need it. I can also fully upgrade this once this is built. So I should probably, like, look into that, huh? Okay. Town board here. Put some more benches over here. We can do something cute with the cookhouse as well. Extend the fence. Meh. A little lamp there, maybe another bench. And sit there and be like, sure can't wait for all of our food to be done. Yeah, man, me too. Food's my favorite thing. I eat it, and then I continually live. Oh, that's my favorite thing, too. God, we're not so different, you and I. Swamp wheat would certainly not be bad either. I do have to decide if that camp is what I need, though, because I can't rebuild the camps. It turns into porridge and flour, both of which we are using. So certainly it can't be that poor an idea to collect it. Plus it gives us a bunch of plant fibers we can use to make fabric out of, which is great. Still very rough on this stuff. I think with these uncovered, we can start using meat as water skins, and then we can get pickled goods rolling. I dare say that's reasonable to do. Reasonable as it gets, I guess. Should turn that in. If I'm going to be actually making coats, I want to make them as efficiently as possible. Because I don't have a lot. Hey, there's crystallized dew. There's almost no way I don't click on that. Yeah. There was, in fact, no way I didn't click on that. It's a little closer. But is it ugly? Not that ugly. Obviously, this is most thematically appropriate. So sure, we'll put it there. Because it doesn't make that much of a difference. Okay, we have infinite herbs, we have an absolute truckload of stone. We are going to be very, very, very short on water. Question is, can I do something about that? I don't have pipes. I could get the pipes from Fill the Engines. That would let me upgrade this fully if I had the planks and the bricks, which I don't, so I guess I will not be doing that. Until I have those. Turns out. I guess I am sort of overloading these guys with a lot of work, huh? But what am I supposed to do? Not overload them with a lot of work? That's crazy talk. Idleness breeds discontent. Hi. Wow. Okay. There's my religion building, and it's the best one. Clothier's kind of tempting, but yeah, I mean, this is temple. It was temple before you even clicked the button. I need to plan an expansion. I guess down here makes sense. Down here certainly makes sense. Closer to our food production, makes the supplier more efficient. Does mean I will need this particular node to go away. But in terms of asks, that is not the tallest. Or the biggest. Whatever. You know what I mean. I assume. Let's cancel our brick making for the moment. We have enough to build what we need, I think. And I'd rather not get acid rained. I would rather not have all of my stuff get acid rained forever. Same with the fabric. We're not in critical need of it. Coats can be made out of leather. And they are being made out of leather. Got some unhappiness, which is not super great. But we do have plenty of wood. And that is super great. And a big old relief. So I'll be looking forward to burning a bunch of wood this season. And that should make everything fine. In theory. Wish those beaver houses existed, but they don't. Bit of a shame that. I can stop burning wood at this point, but I sort of want to let it go and get more temple sacrament stuff, because that sounds really spiffy. Hey, we're at level 2. I can turn back on fabric production. Also, to overload this less, I should probably put all flour making over here at the stamping mill. Yeah, that feels like it makes some sense. Make their workload a little less, because we need planks a lot. We need a lot of them, and we need them soon. Well, soonish. It's going down. It's going down steadily, and I guess if I'm going to be expanding this way, I will want the trees cleared out, so There you go. Get chopping. Get Francis chopping. Year 4. What's our legendary? It is rather unimpressive. This is why I have 6 rerolls. That's real good. That's real good. That is exceptionally good with the temple. Safe Haven also pretty good, but I have a temple. Yeah. That one's good. Zorg! What do you got for me? I would buy that clay pit if I had any clearance water and money. Neither of which I currently have. I need 4 more beavers or harpies to actually have this happen. But it is extremely good to get tanning racks and better coats. Power of the Storm would be a lot more tempting if I found any storm water whatsoever, but I haven't. So that makes that one a lot harder to click on. Guess one less person in the cookhouse will do. We are just capped out on the food we make in there, so that's fine. Oh boy. I highly doubt I could get into that glade before Zorg leaves. We can try. We can certainly give it a shot. There's no point in clicking on either of these until I know I can do it, which means waiting for more villagers or seeing if there's a stormwater geyser in here, so yeah. Speaking of more villagers, I could bring these guys in. Get some pipes and some parts. I certainly have jobs for them. Certainly makes that a lot more tempting when that's the case. I could use incense. I guess you could make that if we absolutely are good on jerky. And that's that. I guess that's that. Still need planks and bricks for this nonsense. Could also use that. I could also pipe up that, but, you know. Again, very, very short on drizzle water. Do need to upgrade that geyser pretty quickly. Or put someone on it, but I'm stretched thin as it is. We're halfway there. Living on a prayer. I do really want the clay pit. I passed over it earlier, but like this would open up pottery. It would open up the ability to get a ranch. It would make coats a lot less expensive. It would be so nice, but I don't have anything to sell him. There's no way it can happen. I just have to grumble about it. So I will. Grumble, 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 grumble. I hate P10 because I want to buy all the blueprints and have all of the blueprints. Hello. The River Kelpie. Did I have anybody working on packs of provisions? No. Didn't even tell them to turn it on. guess we'll be using algae for this. You. Go, mount the beast. It is also kind of tempting to do Purified Spring, but I have no training gear and no easy way to get it, so there's that. No Storm guys are in here either. That sure as heck makes the Storm order a lot less appealing, huh? It sure does. Brick oven's a nice find. Better biscuits, better incense. Nothing wrong with any of that. I guess if you're just idle, you should go rebuild it and then maybe take up residence there. I do want that node cleared off. So I guess I'll be doing that. More people, good. Need beavers and harpies. So I guess you guys. That'll get us to a healthy 16 out of 18. That should be lovely. Click on fill the engines now? No. Not yet. Not yet. Alright, you guys make coats more efficiently here, so you go do that. Still lacking planks for this place, huh? The rest all y'all's go in the greenhouse. Good enough. I guess I could make the hearth a little lower here and I don't have to wait for the stone to be cut. But it just fits so nicely right here. Look how perfectly that fits. It's like it was meant to be. It's only 20 more charges. No big deal. Alright. Beast Coyotes. Keep a bunch of that around. Keep a bunch of incense around. Just... yeah. No more biscuits made here. We only make biscuits here now. Where it's made better. By better people. No, that's a lie. You're all good people. I'm so sorry. That wasn't even a good joke. I love all of you equally. Please enjoy all of them, all of your villagers equally. There, that will be spiffy. Spiffy and good. Are you gonna finish at some point? Sort of. Not until the storm's done. I guess that sucks a little. But oh well. Reputation? T-Doctor's pretty strong. Advanced Rain Collector's also pretty strong. Lord knows I could use the variety of water with the lack of geysers I have. It is hard to commit 5 parts to that forever. But it is good. I do have the ability to make tea, so the T-Doctor's quite strong. I mean, it's already pretty strong, and it's only going to get stronger the more people eat stuff. And we're all eating a lot of good, complex food. It's pretty nice. There's no big fishing nodes I care about either. It's pretty darn good. Yeah, let's take the art. Let's take that. Take the tea doctor. What's your problem? We have no herbs. Oh, because all the greenhouse workers are confused. Gotcha. Also, we should set a limit on mushrooms. We're probably going to have a lot of them. And we need more herbs than that. So let's do that. In fact, I should probably be making another greenhouse. Because, goodness me, we have need of it. Yeah, yeah. It's good enough. I still don't have any planks to dedicate to this. We have some bricks though, but that's all gonna go into temple pretty soon. Temple production pretty soon. I guess if we're just like literally out of out of herbs, you can use insects. We do need the dew at some point. We have to do the dew. I guess that's fine. I guess that's fine. Another rigging endorsement by your viceroy. Yeah, sure, do that or whatever. If you want, or like something, I guess. Hey! The stones are all cut. We did it. We're amazing. Get the hearth down. You lack planks, which is unsurprising. I definitely would like to get below 4. Can I? Let's not forget, we have no quality control. So we in fact want to rip through as much of our wood as possible. Because it's all going away anyway. So yeah, that. 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, there, shabam, lovely. Throw a temple there. More than good. You guys can finally get back to making herbs and mushrooms and whatever. We're looking okay. I guess you guys can go in the greenhouse while we're not woodcutting. That makes some sense to me. Have you do stuff during the storm instead of sitting around picking your noses. Which is what I assume all my villagers do in their spare time. What's your problem? Maxed out on dye. You could start making tea in here. So go ahead and do that. I want the tea doctor to exist soon. Probably over the guild house, to be honest. I'm not doing a whole lot of trading right now, given that I don't even have anybody in the provisioner working on trading packs. So, mayhap. I should lean into the things I'm currently doing instead of pretending I will do other things. Mayhap. Could be a good idea, you never know. Tanning racks is excellent. Free controls isn't bad, but I think just like having infinity leather is going to be especially good for me. This is an absolutely absurd amount of leather we will get, so I like absurd amounts of stuff. Because if you get absurd amounts of stuff, that usually means you can sell that stuff. Furnace I don't care about. With packs of trade goods I can't make, and tablets I don't have. Alternately, beavers. There's no possible way I'll do either of these. I will never have 22 beavers, and I'll never find the tablets or a way to make trade good packs. I guess I just leave it there until one of them pops up and is like, hey, looks like I might actually get done. And then I'll be like, oh my gosh, I didn't think it was possible. Let's bring in people again. More foxes, huh? Fair enough. And we're tragically one short on having enough people for the new clothes thing, too, which annoys me. Grill for better paste? I could finally take the Ark. I've passed over it enough where I think I can't deny its usefulness anymore, and I have enough parts for it. All those sure sound like good reasons to click that button, huh? I don't like the Ark, to be clear, but it is probably good. Good enough to take, certainly. Fine. I'll take the stupid Ark. So we took the stupid Ark, stupidly. You guys go in there. There's another place I can put a beaver that he's productive in. I guess the stamping mill. Just be happy in there. Seems pretty good. I never even looked at what Sother's got for me. Stuff. He's got stuff. Is it good stuff? Nope. I mean, the incense is not terrible. I wouldn't mind more efficient incense, but I also wouldn't mind having a bunch of money for emergencies either. And I know which one sounds more appealing right now. Planks, planks, planks. We just need all of the planks. We're capped on coats? Really? That feels unlikely. Also, you should use leather primarily now because we have infinity of it. I could make luxury goods packs and like actually start doing trading. But that doesn't sound like me. I should pipe up the granary. I need pipes. No bricks, no planks. We really are just super behind on building materials. Maybe I should have bought some from Sother. Maybe that would have been a smart thing to do. It's your problem. No water. Nah, that tracks. Well, either one is fine. Okay. Now we can do new clothes. Now you're getting somewheres. Yeah, see? Cap flour. No wonder they haven't been producing a lot of bricks. Also, I should point out that I lost an absolute ton of building materials canceling the guild house, entirely forgetting that I have Corrosive Torrent up. As I don't know why I'm surprised that that happened, given that that's definitely within line of what I do. As of course I did that unconsciously, why wouldn't I have? I do that every time. Hi, Missy! How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hope it's a lovely day and you're being a lovely person. Been a while. It has a little. It has a bit. It's good to see you. I'm just doing some Against the Stormin'. I think we turn this in, make our coats even more efficient. I love efficient coats. This fits pretty well here. Good enough reason. Feels like a good enough reason. I don't have the pipes for it though. Much rather staff the temple. But with who? With who indeed, sir? With who indeed? I guess you three. Cool. And that drops an absolute truckload of hostility, which is great. You, the Purified Foxhouse, oh mine, you can come over here on the hearth we're about to have. That's gonna be great. Speaking of things I should be doing. Throw some parks back here. That'll be enough. Then we just need a thing. Maybe a little signpost saying like, please do not step near the blight fighting automaton. He has a flamethrower. He will mess you up. I like that. Sounds good to me. You're being a lovely person, but the day wasn't good. I'm sorry to hear that. But at least you showed the world that you're a lovely person no matter what. So yeah, screw those guys. Whoever they are. The abstract world in my metaphor. And I'm okay. It's very hot. But I'm good. I am le good. And I be playing some Against the Storm, and that's always fun. Because it's a really, really good game. Still sure does feel like both of those are just wildly unlikely to happen. Let's shop towards this glade. Does look good. It's relaxing to watch me with my commentary. Oh, thank you. That's so nice of you to say. I appreciate it. I'm told I have a somewhat calming voice when I'm not screaming my head off. Gives side eye to Amnesia playthrough. we're all out of rocks there. Like my energy, it's a fun mix. Oh, yeah, stop it. I can't take compliments, and it's very nice of you. Wow, we're still just out of water, huh? Gosh. Ooh, the tea doctor exists. I should put people in there. But where and who? I guess we've got enough herbs now. Can pull people from the greenhouse. Pull people from the trapper's camp, I guess. Or, alternately, people are going to show up while I'm hemming and hawing. So that sounds great. Y'all? Y'alls are good. Y'alls are great. Come on in. Come on in, be awesome. I do kind of like the look of this being next to the alchemist hut, just because it looks cool, but I think here's fine. Could kind of make this a harpy domain. I like it. It's pretty. Throw y'all in there, get us a nice, delicious +3. That'll be excellent. Should also be making the arc at some point. That's all pretty good. And I think we should be bold and just chop that way. It's probably a forbidden glade. I don't know if it is, because we don't have any forbidden glade warnings on this map. Fun. Are we low on anything? Porridge, pickled goods. I'm kind of surprised we're that low on pickled goods. I don't think I have the water for that. I guess just put somebody else in it. I guess that will have to work. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised given how many people eat it. And how light we are on water. Yeah, okay, now it's making sense now that I vocalize everything. Sure does. Boy, if I was selling anything, 3 samples would be awesome. Hauling cart's certainly not bad. Hunter-gatherer is kind of bad with how dependent I am on greenhouses. Could re-roll it for something spiffier. Free samples is definitely not bad. It is very takeable. Especially given how paranoid I am about running out of parts. That gives me a good way of getting some. Encourages the trading that I've been putting off forever. Yeah, alright. Fine. I guess if there's all those good reasons, I'll do it. Could buy some pipes from him. Don't feel the need. Let's just break into the glade and see if we're in massive trouble or not. Probably gonna need somebody else in the apothecary if we're going to be drinking tea for the rest of time. We got a lot of tea drinkers in this settlement. And you're leaving. I guess we just let you go. I can call a trader if I really need to. Herbalist camp ain't bad. Unlocks a ton of mushrooms, although I already have a ton of mushrooms, is the thing. But still, if I don't click on Herbalist Camp, this is guaranteed to be the Forbidden Glade with the big Herbalist node, so I have to click that button. Now it has transmuted into the Foragers node, so I'll be like, I guess it wasn't very good. Guess that was a mistake, as it turns out. Guess I got yet again. Oh ho 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 ho. But that's life. It's a normal glade, Never mind. Apparently I'm stupid. Cool. Yeah, limit at the 20. I probably am going to need more people working on that. But sure am glad I didn't get rid of my money because I will need a lot of that. Also, we found a smithy. My god, we did find a way to get tracks of trade goods. Amazing. Ooh. Could also burn it down. And that would allow us to complete Peddler. But, like, completing Peddler, what that does for me is it gives me a reputation point. And Hidden Trader Ceremony gives me a reputation point by doing it. So, like, is there a point? Because it sure does sound like there's no actual point to that. Sure does sound like I shouldn't bother. It sure does, bro. I feel like a warehouse down here wouldn't be bad either. Probably gonna win on reputation this year too, now that we have harpies with a treatment. They're going to just absolutely flood me with reputation points, which I appreciate that. Appreciate that a great deal, in fact. In fact, I think I'm on the cusp of winning. Hey, I was on the cusp of winning. God, I love playing Reputation. I think the big thing about Against the Storm that hits me right in the I love this game bit is that you can win by just making people really happy. I love that so much. It's because I'm a soft, squishy boy who likes people to be happy, and everybody's being happy. How many years do I have left? 25. Like, that's probably 3 or 4 more settlements. All of them are gonna get me 6. So that'll get me 18. She'll be just a little tiny bit short of how many I need. Like, I really don't want to be cursed, is the thing. Although, I think the curse is like win before you're 8, or 8 people die. How bad could that be? What's this one? Win before year 8 ends after completing 150 amber worth of trade routes. Doable, even though it's prestige 10, and I therefore hate it. You know what, sure. Win before year 8 or people die. It's fine. And that gives me more than enough seal fragments to just get some supply packages from these, which is pretty stellar. That's gonna make this a lot easier. Oh boy, no orders for that. Oh, that's fun. That'll be fun. How long have I been streaming? I got a deed? Wait, what? Oh, right, the experimental cornerstones. Because I did Ashen Thicket stuff, yes. I knew that. I was aware. I remembered that. Alright. As I mentioned, my throat hurts. So, I don't think I'm up for a doubleheader today. Sorry. but yeah, that. That's it. That's all I got. I'm sorry. I will find somebody playing against the storm, though. Let's go with this person, who I don't know, but says that they're having a good time. And isn't that what we're all trying to do at the end of the day? I think so. I like to think so. But anyway. Oh, you but now we can leave on the nice soft music, and I can shout out Dendrian, who's a great streamer and a nice guy, and you should follow him because he is a great streamer and has cats. And what more do you need? And yeah, blurda blurda, here's my outro. I guess I'll see yo later. No. Nope. That was the wrong. I'm never saying that series of words again. Hey, thanks for watching. Appreciate it a lot. I'll be back on Wednesday for Warframe Wednesday. That'll be fun. I hope you have fun until then. And may all your days be bright. And play video games. Distract yourself from stuff. Peace.